Okay, so I'm going to try using the microphone instead of the iPhone one, but I'm going to look down here because in order to do that from the stand, I had to move the thing around. So my eyes look weird for today. We're just all going to have to be okay with it. Anyways, moving on. I am going to share something this Wednesday with you guys. I posted on my Instagram page about 1% better. And I am really big on so often is whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're a mom, whether you're a dad, whether you're a babysitter, whether you're a pet sitter, whether you are a CEO, it doesn't matter what you are. I think so often we get worried that either we're going to turn into a has-been, we're going to turn into irrelevant, we're going to turn into something other than living our best life, right? And whatever that means, everybody gets to define that differently. Often when I do mentoring and coaching sessions, one of the very first things I do is I ask somebody as their homework, define what success is to you, and define it not by what anybody else says. Truly not a right or wrong answer. I don't care if it's you have a Rolex or a Ferrari, or that I get to eat with my family every night at dinner time. It doesn't matter. Or that I get to go to the beach every month. It does not matter what success is, so long as you mean what you say is how you're going to define your success. And then B, that you're always working towards getting there, right? Or staying there. And then C, that it really is your answer, that it's not based on what anybody else, what you think they want to hear. And so with that, today the 1% better was about removing an unnecessary meeting in leadership. And I have worked in leadership positions for well over 2 decades. And I am very ambitious. I am very huge and big on accountability. I am learning this year more so than ever that people assume that when micromanagement and accountability fit into one space together, that they are in essence the same thing. They are not the same thing. Micromanagement is micromanagement, detrimental and quite possibly worse than other types of work cancers. And then the accountability piece, I think, is very empowering and something fantastic to implement when it is done in a healthy fashion for your staff, your team, your whatever it is, right? Yourself. So with that though was removing the meeting, right? One meeting. And removing the meeting, what that means to me, when I'm mentoring someone, right? Or coaching someone, or I'm doing trainings on efficiencies, or anytime I've been in a leadership role in which this is what I'm in charge of doing. The very first thing I do is I look at what meetings are on the books, right? And I don't jump to conclusions right away saying hey, this meeting is irrelevant and we're deleting all of them. No, I don't do that. I go and I listen. How is the meeting being ran? Who is leading the meeting? How is the dialogue going? Are we just checking off boxes or potentially checking off nothing? We're just showing up because the calendar said to show up. Really, what is the point of it all, right? And so these are all things that my neurodivergent brain is monitoring patterns for. And that's a gift. Now, with that said, oftentimes what I find is numerous, if not most of the meetings are not necessary. And I know that some people might not agree. I'm not here to get everybody's business. I'm not here even to partner with everybody or that everybody like me. I am here to be honest. And what I mean by that is this. So take a look at the calendar, really take a look at the calendar. And you as a leader, you as somebody that is leading people, and or if you have a really great relationship with the person that is leading your team, have a conversation with them if you agree with this or can relate to this. Share this video if you want. Put them in contact with me if you want. I'm more than happy to do a consultation and kind of let's figure out what meetings are yes and what meetings are no and what meetings are maybe we need to stick it on the radar. But it is a very clear thing to me. Take a look at the calendar and decide which ones are really ineffective and which ones do we need a meeting for a meeting, or is it something that either A, I can just let them know, hey, this is the deadline and every week at this time this is the bird's eye view of what I'm looking for, right? And each person can send it by the deadline at their own discrepancy, and then you can review it when you're sitting on the porch outside. I don't care where you are, on the beach, in your office. Doesn't matter to me. Okay, so that's an option. Meetings that just, have turned into just a waste of space at the end of the day, that you're even dreading getting on the call. And that when you get on the call, you're just like, God, I'm going to stick the camera off because I don't want my face to be seen, because here we go again, another redundant meeting. Delete those as a leader. Let your team know that you are deleting them. Hey, I am gifting you back your time. What I would like you to do with that instead is do actionable tasks that actually matter, that are going to move the KPIs, or are going to move the metrics, or are going to help us with client satisfaction or client retention or employee retention, whatever it is. I'm gifting you back the time. Verbalize it. Don't just cancel it. Give a reason why you're canceling it so that they understand your decision. And it will actually show them, wow, thank you for respecting my time. I like you and I appreciate you for that. That's loyalty. The other thing, so if you can't do that, right, and you still have to have these meetings, there's really 3 important things that I suggest you do. And the first one is this. The first one is make sure that you have a very crystal clear agenda. What are you guys going to be covering, and not the dilly-dally. It is really get down to business. Make this meeting an effective use of your time, their time, everyone's time and resource, right? So what is the agenda? Everyone that is going to be in that meeting, even if they're providing the same information, be very clear on who is bringing what to the meeting. One of the things I do, not because you have to, but it's something I have found helpful, is I attach the document into the calendar invite, and I make sure that it's attached in every invite, because you can do the reoccurring and it's already showing. That way there is not an excuse that they didn't know what they needed to bring. And that way, if you grow your team, if you lose your team, whatever, like the agenda is there and it shows that it is fixed. Ideally, do not let a meeting run over 40 minutes. So if the meeting only needs to be 17, great. If it needs to be 25, great. 30, great. Do not let a meeting exceed 40 minutes. If you absolutely have to, because it's either the topic that's being covered or the amount of people in the meeting, please do not exceed 75 minutes at all. And the reason is people have brains and brain cells, and there is only a certain amount of brain capacity that people can hold on to before they check out. So there is no point in making this long freaking meeting when they're already done, because everything on the tail end that you have shared, they have not retained. So don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to them, because you're setting them up to fail and setting yourself up to fail with the frustrations of it all. Now, something to look at the frequency of your meetings, right? So if you're going to do meetings, you need to decipher, do you really, really have to do weekly meetings? Or are you able to make it every other week? Or every 3 weeks? Look at your frequency. If you have to do it every week, it better be worth the time, because you are taking away quality, revenue generating, operating, retaining, all these things. You are taking away from the business. You better be prepared to answer. What would Sam say? Yes, I can validate that this is worth time. Okay, great. Then high five. Good to go. If no, you need to look at that frequency. In an ideal situation, what I enjoy doing, and I do this with a lot of the people that I mentor, I do week 1, for example. So week 1, we know what topic agenda we're doing. We're going to get loose items that, hey, so-and-so action item, this action item, that, whatever, follow up, follow through. Hey, I really would like you to work on this, whatever team, I need you to work on that, yada, yada. Then for week 2, so say that your meeting was at 9:30, okay? At 9:30 the following Wednesday, right? Tuesday, whatever the day is going to be, same day time, right? Allow that time, that block of time, not to be an actual meeting. Instead, it is just actionable tasks, so that anything that they didn't get done for that week 1 meeting, because they're going to be going into week 3 with another meeting, they have permission, right? And the time slot allocation, the gift of time to get done whatever they need to get done. It does 2 things as a leader. The first thing, it helps hold accountable, because A, I know that I'm giving you the time to get it done. And B, it helps you see performance. It helps you see if there might be somebody that struggles with procrastination, or that is able to get it done, whatever. You will notice momentum, and you will notice forward reaction or negative reaction based on giving that allocation. Then you would go back into week 3, where it is another physical meeting, right? Whether it's Zoom or whatever, but a meeting where there's the agenda, everybody brings something, so on. it is really critical that, again, do not make a meeting so vast in topic. What are the things that are actually going to get you or your organization where you say it needs to go? What are the actual things that are going to matter? Actual, not what everybody wants to hear or see or satisfy boardroom people. No, really, because we're in charge of results. So I want you to think about those things. I find those methods to be very helpful. And when you give an adult, because at the end of the day, we are leading and operating, working with other adults. When you micromanage and have just a meeting for a meeting, or you are not allocating enough time or bandwidth for them to be able to have permission to get done what they need to get done, everyone fails. And as a leader, I really believe that we have to step up. As peers, if you are not in a leadership role, but you work for a company and this resonates with you, right? You can empower other people as well. Let them know, like, hey, this is what I think we need to do. So maybe you can tackle this and I can tackle this, and then we come together and we bring this together. There is a way. And I really mean it, if you want to brainstorm, like really brainstorm how to do that, I am great to brainstorm with you how to do that. Because those things matter. Everyone should be maximizing their time for efficiencies, because when you are efficient with your time, you don't burn out as quickly if you're going to burn out. And the reason is, and you're going to be satisfied because I'm actually getting things done. It wasn't something, oh God, I got to get all this done. And then I didn't get things done, but then tomorrow's done needs to get done and da 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 da. And then eventually I just feel like I have fallen so far behind that now at this point, none of it matters because it's not going to make a difference. We don't want that. We want to always make sure that our good enough is great enough. And in order to do that, it's about picking the most efficient and effective methods and things that we need to do day to day in our personal life, in our professional life, in our romantic life, and our friendship life, and all of our life, our self-care life. It doesn't matter. So I see you. I love you. You matter to me. And with that, I will talk to you soon. If you know anybody that needs business strategic planning, business consultation, mentoring, coaching, team leadership, trainings, or fractional work, I am here. I am more than happy to help. I am out of Arizona, definitely cover the Texas market, but I cover the entire United States. I would love to be of service and of help. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.